Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as concerns their win in Game 2 against the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the results of tonight's game and, particular players who basically dominated in tonight's game. And, yeah, I just really can't wait to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about tonight's game. So let's just get right into it. So guys, the Lakers have gotten another win under their belt in the NBA Finals, going 2-0 against the Miami Heat. As a result of this particular win, it kind of gives another perspective into moving forward into the NBA Finals. What's basically all in stake when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers and their potential championship win. I mean, it is very interesting how things really turned out the way it is, and honestly, it all starts with the starting lineup, especially from our two stars, from Anthony Davis and LeBron James, especially from Anthony Davis, who in 2 nights basically dominated in the NBA Finals, basically debuting in the NBA Finals with his monstrous performance from Game 1 and, of course, in tonight's game in Game 2. It really shows that Anthony Davis, he just wants to win. He wants a championship. He really wants to prove to the world that he is one of the best NBA players of all time. And, with his, teammate, duo, best friend, you can name them all, in LeBron James, it's all possible for him to win a championship alongside LeBron James, who, he also had a monstrous night as well. I mean, I believe he also scored, I might be wrong, I think it was 25, maybe it was 30 points. I mean, it was somewhere around those particular scoring averages, where Anthony Davis, we all know how he scored. He scored almost like 32 points. He's always been averaging 30 for these past, playoffs so far. I mean, he is on a mission, and, I'm not sure it's because of the Mamba jerseys that they're wearing. I mean, they are on a streak when it comes to wearing those jerseys, remembering the great Kobe Bryant. And, even though the Lakers are winning a championship this year, they all are doing this for Kobe Bryant. I mean, let's not deny it. Let's not ignore the fact that, this is all about Kobe Bryant and the memory of Kobe Bryant, and especially his family and Gigi. And, it just goes across the board when it comes to how committed that the Lakers are when it comes to, having the passion to win. And, even though the Miami Heat are not really a good team themselves, I mean, it kind of shows that, but at the same time, the Lakers are showing that, the toughness, the grit, and, the defensive ability when it comes to, how they play in the first quarter, leading to the offensive attack in the first quarter. And, without a doubt, the Lakers basically changed their whole, perspective into how they play the game. Starting from the beginning of the first season, the beginning of the season, and then going into the 8 games after the NBA got suspended due to the COVID-19. It really went to the greater success for the Los Angeles Lakers after going into the playoffs, because even though they had a rocky start in the 8 games of the return of the NBA, they just turned it all around, and they just went on a different method of how to, start winning, starting getting leads at first, but then at the same time playing defense as well, which the Lakers are doing very well when it comes to playing defense against the Miami Heat. And, lately we've been seeing the great offensive attack by the Los Angeles Lakers. When it comes to the offensive attack, and of course the shooting. the shooting from the Los Angeles Lakers has just been sensational, especially from Rajon Rondo. And then you have Kyle Kuzma, who, I have to admit, he really stepped up in tonight's game as well off the bench. I mean, I believe it was somewhere around 8, maybe it was like 12 points out there tonight. I didn't check the stats because, I was so engaged of how, dominant and of a monster, a beast of Anthony Davis was in tonight's game. I mean, he was just all over the place, especially in the third quarter, just, being under the rim, attacking the ball, and just, at any given moment, when he's ready to score, he will score. And I was just, all my eyes was just torn towards Anthony Davis and his greatness out there tonight. And I'm going to say this again. The guy is making a huge argument to become Finals MVP. Even though LeBron James, there's been some moments in the playoffs that he deserves to have Finals MVP, Anthony Davis is showing that as well. And I think LeBron James is noticing that, and I think he also wants to make sure that Anthony Davis gets that. So, there's a lot of perspectives going into the, excuse me, the greatness of the Lakers and how they have been committed to win. And, judging by the bench, they've been stepping up their role. And, throughout the playoffs, to be honest. And they're just on a roll. And I'm just really can't wait for more success out of the Los Angeles Lakers when it's all said and done. And, when it comes to the rest of the starting lineup, Danny Green continues to, show his presence out there. And for KCP as well, defensively. And, it just all has to do with the defense. If you guys already know me by now, the number one thing that I just love from the Los Angeles Lakers is their defensive ability, their defensive attack, being almost, to the point that nobody can guard the Los Angeles Lakers because how great of a defense they are. And they've been showing that since the beginning of the season. And into the playoffs, and what we've been noticing for the past 2 games in the NBA Finals. And, they've just been on a roll. And I just really can't wait for more out of this Los Angeles Lakers team. And you know what, guys? The championship is just right there. We just need 2 more games to go. And we can honestly say that we can finally call the Los Angeles Lakers the 2020 NBA champions. I mean, that has a nice ring to it. I just really can't wait for this moment to happen for the Los Angeles Lakers, the city of LA, and the franchise to finally start winning and start finally winning NBA championships after a huge drought of not reaching the playoffs, not winning championships, and giving contracts to players that were just unnecessary to give. And we can finally say that the Lakers are now back on track, and they are finally recognized as being the true, true champs of the NBA. And that all has that we're still not done yet. Okay, the job's not finished. To quote the great Kobe Bryant, the job's not finished. So the Lakers still have 2 more games to go. You never know. Things might coming back when it comes to the toughness from the Miami Heat. Even though they are lacking some players from injuries, knowing the Lakers and their dominance of big men and their defense, it kind of shows you that they have the upper hand of maybe sweeping the series with 4-0. That's a possibility. But I'm still giving a lot of credit for the Miami Heat because in the third quarter, I noticed that they were trying to come back, and they actually almost did. With I believe they were down by 10 points at one point, but Anthony Davis was there to gain the lead for us when it comes to the fourth quarter. So I'm still not sleeping on the Miami Heat, but things might change when it comes to moving forward into the NBA Finals and the series. So, crossing our fingers. Hopefully the Lakers just move on and just, continue to go on this winning streak that they're on. And, at the end of the day, a championship is under the horizon for the Los Angeles Lakers, moving forward. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And please give me your thoughts about tonight's game in Game 2 against the Miami Heat. What did you guys think about the Lakers' performance? Did you like the dominance and the monstrous dominance by LeBron James and Anthony Davis? Do you think somebody else was also there to really help out the Lakers that really, boosted their chances of, getting a huge advantage in Game 2? Was it Rondo, Kyle Kuzma, Caruso? I mean, please, I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below about tonight's game, and also in general when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. And, even though there's not a lot of news lately when it comes to the Lakers other than the NBA Finals, once possibly the NBA Finals is over and, the NBA, is basically over, you can just expect more news coming out when it comes to, drafts and free agents and, what's surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to, players and stuff like that. But lately, in quite some time, there hasn't been a lot of news lately when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. So, but anyway, once that happens, I'll bring it to you guys on this channel and all of my social media sites, and every single news, rumors, updates, speculations, I will deliver to you guys on this channel at any given moment when it comes to any sort of news that comes out that's newsworthy to talk about when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers, and sports related as well. So if anything news when it comes to sports related that's newsworthy to talk about, I'll also deliver it to you guys on this channel as well. So I really do appreciate every single one of you for showing me the love and support for my channel. You guys are just an amazing audience on YouTube, and you guys are just great. I really do appreciate your comments and your opinions about everything that goes down when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers and sports in general. I do appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers! Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. And please, guys, make sure to, keep your distance and sanitize your hands when it comes to the whole COVID-19, situation that we're in. And just continue to follow the guidelines because, our lives are more precious when it comes to, our safety of of COVID-19. So just continue to stay safe out there and take it easy.